Reader's point of view. I was getting ready for a date with a certain turtle, Leo, the leader. He asked me out a week ago, and now today is the day I went out with him. I put on my favorite top, my second favorite bottom, to match. I did my blue hair, and when I was ready, I walked to where Leo said he was going to meet me. I was a little nervous at first, and a few minutes had passed. Nothing happened. He didn't show up at all. I was thinking he was a no-show. I sighed and got up and packed my things and was getting ready to leave. That was until I heard a familiar voice. "Name, wait!" I felt Leo's hand being placed onto my shoulder. I turned around and looked at him with a disappointed look. I shook my head and narrowed my eyes. "Why did you not show up?" I immediately asked him. He looked at me with both guilt and a sorry face. He sighed and hugged me, holding me close. I stood there for a few minutes, then hugged him back and laid my head into his shoulder. We pulled apart a few minutes after hugging and held my hand. He looked at me and smiled. "I'm sorry, Nickname. Master Splinter had found out me and my brothers were hanging out with you. I talked to him into letting us hang out with you. When I was done, he let me go, so I came here. I'm sorry I was so late," he said, still holding my hand. I smiled at him, looking into his eyes, then kissing his cheek. It's fine," I say, wrapping my arms around his neck and hugging him again. He hugged me back and held me there for a moment before releasing me. He looked at the city before us and walked toward the end of the rooftop and sat down. I joined him. I rested my head onto his shoulder and sighed. "Today is a great night, isn't it, Leo?" I asked, nudging him as he looked down at me and rested his head on top of mine. "Yeah, it really is a great night," he responded. Leo's point of view. A few minutes later, me and Nickname were talking about our families and problems in life. It was a nice moment of silence. When I realized she fell asleep, I chuckled and picked her up in bridal style and walked to their house. I opened the window with her still in my arms. I got into the room and set them on their bed. I grabbed a sticky note and wrote, "Thanks for the night. It was amazing. Love, Leo." I set it on the pillow and kissed their forehead and got out of the window. I went home with a happy look on my face. When I got back, my brothers wouldn't stop asking me questions about how it went and if we kissed. I told them the whole story and how it went. They kept teasing me about me and Nickname's date, but eventually we all got tired and went to bed. Today really was a good day.